What's your name?
Chris.
Chris. All right. You've been living here for how long?
14 years.
14 years. I got a question for you, right? We're having this event called No Greater Love, right? That's what it's called. And then you remember we did the Love Breckenridge, right, in the park? And so I just wanted to ask this question. We went around Corpus Christi and we were asking, that's like another part of Texas, right? And we were asking we were asking people what love meant to them. Like, you know, what's love? Like, when you hear love, what do you think? No idea? You don't have, what's the definition of love to you? What do you think love is?
I never really thought of it.
Never really thought about it? You know what the Bible says, that God is love. So that's what the Bible says, you know. It's funny how sometimes, you know, it also says, like it says, to love God. It's got to be important. The word love's got to be important because it tells us that we're to love God with all our heart, strength, and soul, right? And so I was thinking about that one day, and I go like, man, how do you know? Like, I know that you love, like, you know, usually, you know, the way the world thinks of love, right? You go and they're hugging and kissing, or they're doing stuff, you know, buying gifts for each other, right? And they're like, oh, he loves her, right? And then what? Look who's here. So all of a sudden, you know, the Bible says that it says, I said, well, how do you know that you love God, right? I mean, that's just a fair question, right? How do you know? How do you measure? Because I know that when I hug my mom, or I give her a kiss, or I give my wife a kiss, you know, they say, oh, he loves me, right? But then how do you know you love God if basically, you know, I can't, like, I mean, I sometimes go like this, tripping out in church, right? Well, how do you know? And then the Bible says that if you love me, you obey my commands. That's what the Bible says about love. So now you know, love God, right? How do you know you love God? You obey his commands, you listen to what he says, kind of do what he wants, right?